Hey, what's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to dive into a new skin bot trading website that started to gain some popularity recently. If you haven't heard about Skin Vault yet, you will hear now, alongside with some quick descriptions and tests about the website. Just like in the other videos, I'll look at the goods, the bads, and the ugly, and I'll compare it at the end with other bot websites that I've checked in the past. Let's begin with the good part. At a first glance, the interface seems to be alright. The site supports a few languages, it also supports a few currencies, and you also have the option to insta-sell your skins, which is acceptable only if you're desperate. However, I do not recommend insta-selling items since websites are offering ridiculous prices for your skins. For example, my Karambit Marble Fade for 1,400 euros? Nah, there is no way. Karambit Marble Fade. And if I sort it by lowest price, I can see that I can clearly get an additional 200 euros for it. So yeah, insta selling items, it's a big no-no. Apart from that, it has a decent deposit option. You can deposit with your cards, with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so on. And if you have a promo code from somewhere, you can get an additional 35% on top, which is quite nice, but this is a standard move that most bot websites have. What's also nice is that Skin Vault has a decent variety of skins. You can see some high-end skins, you also have some mid-tier skins which need to load up, and then you also have some low-end skins, which is basically you got skins for everybody. Additionally, it has the categories, so it can filter out things based on your personal preferences, conditions, stat track, souvenirs, float, rarities, and phase for Dopplers, which is actually a nice touch. That's enough of the goods. Now let's find out what are the downsides of Skin Vault. To begin with, it doesn't have a scroll bar, so I have to go all the way down to the bottom or just filter things out. Additionally, I have to do extra clicking to understand what is the float of this gun. Okay, 0.36, it shows me the pattern. I also have an inspect link. Still, some other websites can show you the float directly. What's also interesting is that the website doesn't recognize or accept high-end skins like Dragon Lores, Gangniers, Lotuses, high-end rubies and sapphires. And on top of that, it does not overpay for low floats. Because, for example, on this M4 Hot Rod, I have a 00. Other websites would give me overpay for that. However, Skin Vault doesn't. Now, let's do the testing phase. As usual, I'll try a high-end skin, a mid-tier skin, and a low-end skin to understand how much I actually get to lose on this website. I'll begin with the Hot Rod. So my Hot Rod is valued at 1,622 euros, whereas their Hot Rod is priced at 1,752 euros. So 1,752 point, wait, what? 0.47. Based on this trade, I would lose about 7.4%. The next test that I'm going to do, it's going to be with an Op Asimov, because it's liquid and the mid-tier, and you can find it everywhere. My Asimov is 187 euros, whereas their Asimov is 204.82. So based on this trade, I would lose about 8.7%. And lastly, for the low-end skin, I'm going to go with the FAMAS Valence. So my FAMAS Valence, it's 8.14. FAMAS Valence on the website on Skin Vault, it's 8.94 in factory new, right? So if I put that in here, overall, I'm going to lose 9% for this trade. Now, if I look at this chart, I can see that the average loss on SkinVault is about 8.33%, which is not too bad in comparison with all of the other websites. However, I still want to do a test, and that is for me to understand. I already tried it 3 times, but ignore that. It's for me to understand if the website is actually a scam or not. And to prove so, I'm going to try to trade a few of my items for something that is on their website without a trade ban. So, I'm putting on my end 4,085 euros and I'm putting on their end 3,010 euros. Now, let's see what happens. Unless they block me for too many attempts, who knows. Alright, that's the beginning. That's a start. Complete in browser. And it seems that SkinVault is not a scam website. Why? Because I put the skins that I'm up to trade and I am receiving the skin that I selected on the website, which clears out my suspicions and my doubts with regards to SkinVault. And I can say that this is a wrap. I hope that this video turns out to be useful for you in the future or whenever you might want to trade skins with some bot websites. It can be SkinVault, it can be CS Money, it can be Skins Monkey, it can be whatever you prefer. Just remember to double check the prices, remember to double check the floats, who overpays, who doesn't, and all sorts of details that are important when it comes down to trading your skins for skins that are available on the bots. Thank you guys so much for watching, I wish you a great day ahead, and I'll see you next time.